Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you guys and gals are doing amazing. All right, so that's really weird. Okay. Thanks for coming out to the crazy live stream. And the camera didn't work. 1 second. Let me turn that off and on. That didn't work. These things are a pain in the butt. All right, let's see if that works. Dear camera, why are you not working? Dear camera. Well, yeah, for some reason it's not turning on. That does happen occasionally. Give me 1 second. I'll try to fix it really quick. I don't know if it'll work, but I got one thing I can try. I don't know if it's going to work, guys. What's going on here? Well, what is it doing? I just heard something connect and disconnect. There we go. Now we got her. All right, I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll at this point. What is that doing? Oh, I see. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and live race this today. I apologize for the inconvenience, but unfortunately, sometimes things kind of malfunction a little bit. All right, let's see where we're at on the dyno time here. Sup, Stacks? What's up, Mark? Is the M5 touring crates paid or free? So here's the deal. Hold on. We can find out really quick. So we're in the 10.8 lobby, everybody. I mean, Purple Star car crates are normally paid, right? Purple Star car crates are paid. Golden Star crates are usually for keys. Now, you are going to get some... I haven't even started the event yet. I've really been working on that legend stuff. I think my legend car is stuck to the point where if I don't get... I don't care about your tournament right now. Get... Oh my god, get out of my face, people, with all your crazy stuff. Alright, so this thing right here... you can... Hold on. Oh my god. Darn you turd tacos! I blame Donna for all the pop-ups. Alright, so if you go into rare imports, you're going to get your, you usually get free ones for an event unless it's a rerun event. If it's a rerun, unfortunately, there are no free crates, which is kind of lousy. But I mean, if you look through this, you're going to see these BMW crates here are paid, and due to the fact that it's a rerun event, there's a pretty good chance you're not going to get any free crates whatsoever, is the thing. Now, the first time this popped up, there were some free crates, I do believe, but right now, well, we're kind of stuck with paid crates on that event, which is a big old giant bummer. So I'm going to have to open some crates for my Legends cars, honestly, because I'm going to tell you what. My Mustang is stuck because it's not fast enough. Let me get my free crate. Come on, give me a stage 6 part. I need a stage 6 part, jerk. No stage 6. Yeah, the whole Legends thing is a pain in the buttocks. But that's the one thing I don't like about the rerun events. I'll get all these later, but that's the thing I don't like about rerun events is they always have paid crates if the car has purple stars. Oh, let's see. Before we get into live racing, I am yeah, I need to start the wild card. William D, thanks for saying it. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and I forgot, so let's activate that thing. But bam! It's ready to rock and roll. I saw a free thing in here somewhere. Let me collect that really quick. Not that it matters. Oh my god. That's not what I clicked on. Whatever. Let's go live race. Ryan Reed, hello, hello. Good to see ya. What's up, Simon? Alright, so Tesla's Gladiator is way better than that GTR you can buy out of the dealership. That is, if you can get enough parts for it. That's the thing. You got to be able to get enough parts. But the little GTR, I mean, it's just a okay starter car these days. It should be able to beat Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 if you max it out. Tempest 3 it's not going to be able to do, but the Tejas Gladiator should be able to do Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3. RS6 Avant, yeah, that's a great live racing car. Personally, I don't like the way that car shifts, but it's actually really excellent, to tell you the truth. Simon says, I have nearly 1,000 Evo. Yeah, I mean, 1,000 Evo is not a lot, honestly. I mean, you can't really necessarily go by Evo points when you're looking at sprint races and speed traps and stuff like that. Now, the GTR, it's got really good acceleration, but it has very low top speed. When you get to that 0 to 60 race, you'll be able to go through that no problem. But let's just say you get to the race where it wants you to do 260 miles per hour. That GTR is not capable. That's the problem with the GTR. Great acceleration, low top speed. So there's going to be a lot of speed traps it's not able to do. Oh, there's Melon. I see Melon. Mr. Melon. You know what's really interesting is Melon never has a hard time finding my lobby. I don't know what his secret is, but he never has a hard time at all. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but he can always find me. He's like some sort of CSR2 lobby finder guy. I couldn't think of anything to say. All right, Anthony wants to know, is the 2020 Elva good in live racing before I upgrade it? 2020 Elva. Not that I remember. I do have a video that goes over that car. I don't remember that one being wonderful, to tell you the truth. All right, Joanne, he said he'll be back in a minute. We'll see. I'm counting down 60 seconds starting right now. Bam. Melon says no, it's not. So yeah, I wouldn't upgrade the Elva for live racing. Now the Amira, the Lotus Amira. Wait, what am I talking about? Hold on. Amira. All of a sudden I had a thought and then I had a brain fart, but I'm having a brain fart here. Anyways, never mind. Don't upgrade the Elva for live racing. Brain farts. Nobody likes those things, but they do happen, unfortunately. There's a lot of really good live racing cars in there, but there's way more bad ones. Is the M5 Touring worth it? So the little green BMW out there, it's a okay car at best. The little green BMW station wagon, it's decent. It's decent. I do have a video on it, so you can check it out if you want to, but you know, it's just kind of okay. But I don't think I would pay real money for that car. I don't know how they're currently offering it. Now that car was free. Last time they had the event, they gave that to us for free. I don't know if people are still getting it for free again or if you have to pay for it. I definitely wouldn't pay for it, but if it's free, I mean, it's an okay car. It's got a decent enough live racing setup from what I remember, and it's just kind of, it's okay. All right, Sebastian, do you think my Porsche GT3 Touring can reach 1,400 points in the upcoming Porsche Eminence? You know, there's so many variables in a showdown. It's really hard to know who you're gonna get. I mean, there may be times where you get lucky and it keeps matching you up against slow cars. Then there's the thing is, are you doing the showdowns correctly? How many parts do you have on it? Yada, yada, yada. There's really no way to know for sure. I mean, you should be able to do pretty decent with that, but I have no idea how far you're going to be able to get. So if you don't have one of the very fastest cars, don't expect to climb up to the top. That's the thing. So there's times I've had cars that I did not think were going to make it to the prize car, and they did. And then I've also had cars that I thought were going to make it to the prize car, and they didn't. So it's really hard to say. Anthony says, why the body parts cost money? Anthony, what do you mean, buddy? I'm not sure what you're referring to by body parts. Hey Mario, how's your day going? Ah, Simon, you got it for free. Cool, cool. I mean, it's sort of, I mean, if you don't already have a good car, you know, it's that little BMW is kind of worth upgrading. But personally, I don't think I would put too many resources into it if you already got a bunch of good cars. Melon, thank you for the swaps, buddy. Thank you, thank you. That was fun. All right, there's Fred. Where is everybody? I see Stacks. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm low on gas, so I might as well fill her on up. Fill her on up. Fill her on up. Sebastian says, my GT3 Touring is a few fusions away from being maxed. Those last couple of fusion parts are always the hardest. I don't think I've ever seen that car in that reddish color before. I don't like it as much, but it still looks really nice. That is such a cool car, but unfortunately, it's a terrible car. I highly doubt this guy found a good live racing setup for it, but let's see what happens. I mean, the car I'm driving isn't the world's best live racer, but man. What's up, Green Viper? How are you today? Nancy, what's going on? Yeah, the Kin block or the Hoonigan Cosworth, that'll do Tempest no problem if you get enough parts on it. Dennis, how are you today? What's up, Garrett? Good to see you guys. Ah, I see Slicks here. What's up, Slicks? Anthony, do you mean fusion parts? I'm not really sure what you mean by body parts. All right, good race, good race. All right, we found CK. That's a cool. I was thinking about buying that car from Collections, the Mission R. I know it's pretty decent. Wait, was it the Mission R? Or was it that other Porsche? I can't remember. There was one really nice Porsche in Collections. I think it was that one. I'd have to go look again, but there was either that or a similar looking Porsche in Collections that are pretty cool. All right. But I like those cars. I know there was two that came out around the same time that had a somewhat sort of similar look, but they were a little different. See, my memory is pretty bad, but Mario says, it is a Collections car. Thank you. I think that is the one I was looking at. All right, if you check out the pinned comment, that'll let you know what my dyno time is. It was like 10 point something. 10 something. But yeah, if you check out the pinned comment, it'll tell you. Let's go ahead and race this guy. Millen says, is good. Yeah, that is a cool car. Shax car, I mean, that's probably somebody who got it, put a bunch of parts into it, and doesn't realize it's bad yet. Normally, that's who's racing the Shax cars, unfortunately, are people who have no idea. They're in there wondering why they can't seem to win a race. It's kind of sad, really. It's very sad, honestly. Actually, this car does beat the dyno. I mean, I slowed down and I still ran at 10.8, so this might be better at live than I remembered. What's up, Sam? How you doing today? But I do see a Shax car in there occasionally, and I always feel sorry. Usually I let that person get some wins. Here. Like, I always let the Shax cars win because you know they're not going to get any otherwise. It gives me a chance to do a nice slow run and let somebody else who's probably having a bad time win. You know, one day we should do a live stream where we all set up a Shax car to in live race it. Oh, that's not the Shax car, is it? Is that the Shax car or not? I don't think it is. It was very slow though, so. What's up, Jamie? Jamie says, "Hi, Danny. Are you okay? I am okay. I'm doing pretty good, thank you." All right, let's go ahead and race this thing. Can we beat this thing? This will be interesting. Slick says, "Not Shax." All right, let's see if we can beat it. 3, 2, 1, go. I did a bad countdown on my timer there. And come on, can you do it? Oh, I think we got it. I'm going to tell you what. I've barely driven this car since I got it. I don't know why. It's a really cool looking car, but... it's really easy to beat the dyno time on this, though. Alright, Jamie is running a super van on tier 5. Or stage 5. And beating up everybody. I'll tell you what, I like the super van. That's a great car, to tell you the truth. Alright, let's see if we can race the G-Wagon. The Gangsta Wagon. OG. Original Gangsta. Alright, they don't want to race me. Let's try this guy in the M. Ooh, look at that car. That car, where'd he go? He's gone. That car has a really unique shape to it. It's kind of weird looking, but in a cool way. It wasn't the car I thought it was at first, but that's a cool car. Alright, where is everybody at? There's Stacks. He's not busy. Let me grab Stacks. Stacks is always giving me money. That's very nice. Thank you, my man. Game money, not real money. If anybody has a real 200,000 I can borrow, that would be great. 200 million would be better. 200 billion would be better yet. Oh yeah, trying to win live races with the Shax car. I haven't even tried. You got to find somebody to swap with, because if you're not swapping with somebody, you're never going to do it. Never ever. Never ever ever. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I think the Shax car is one of the most disappointing things in the game for new players. I bet a lot of players have quit the game because they got that and found out it sucks so bad after all that work to win it. I bet a lot of people were like, psh, I'm out of here. I might be wrong, but I bet that has scared a lot of people away. Jamie's waiting for Formula 1 to start around 6:30. I don't know if I have ever been to a Formula 1 race. I did when I was a kid. My old boss, I was friends with his son. So when I was like 14, 15 years old, like I was friends with this kid, and his dad owned a construction company. And in the summer, we would go work for him, man. We were like 14 years old, driving bulldozers around and stuff. But he would always take us places on the weekends, man. He took us to some like Top Fuel dragster racing and all kinds of crazy stuff. I just remember sitting in the stands, the whole arena, not arena, but the whole like, what do you call those? I don't know. The whole place was vibrating. I don't know the word for the seats at like a racetrack like that. I think it was like Norwalk drag strip or something like that. I can't remember where it was, but man, the stands were shaking. It was crazy. All right, the bee says, is the super van good? Yes. I notice a lot of people ask if cars are good, but if you just go to YouTube, type in Danny Lightning in the name of the car, when I do those how to drive videos, there's usually a live racing setup on there if the car has one, and a review video of review part of as well. So that's an easy way to quickly, just watch a little 5 or 6 minute video. That way you don't have to ask me or wait for an answer. I don't mind answering, but it just if you do ask me personally, you gotta wait till you see me or wait till I find your comment and reply. So for a quicker answer, just watch the videos and it'll normally tell you. I don't want to sound like a jerk. I'm not saying don't ask me questions, but you can normally find out right away if you watch the video I made on the car. Now, there are some cars in the game that I don't have videos for, but I think the super van is pretty awesome, actually. What's up, Neven? How you doing today? Oh yeah, plus I get a few cents, maybe like half a penny if you watch one of my videos. I actually don't know how much we get per view, but at the end of the month, I probably get about 200,000 views on this channel, to tell you the truth, because we got people watching new videos, old videos. So it all adds up, but I think we figured it out one day, like a view was like half a penny or something like that. But still, if you get enough of them, it adds up. What lobby's better? Oh, the super van and the Velar. I mean, which one's actually better? I think they're both really good. Personally, I kind of like the super van better. I'm not sure that it's better. I'm not sure if it's actually better, but I kind of like it. 0.0003 cents. I don't know, my friend. 1,000 views is probably going to be like $2. So one view is, I don't know. I'm not good with the math. But yeah, 1,000 views is about $2 from YouTube on average. So how many? Yeah, I can't do math. I'm going too slow here. What's up, T-Dog? How are you doing today? Anthony said, I just made a tune for the Veyron Grand Sport. It's trash. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of cars in this game that you think are going to be good, but unfortunately, they're not that good. William D says, the game does set you up for failure. It kind of does, honestly. Odom, what's up, buddy? Alright, so Simon, yeah, the Boss 302, that's actually a very nice little car. If you max that thing out, it's probably, I think it's the fastest tier 1 car in the game, if I remember correctly. It's definitely a nice little car. I mean, it's got a lot going for it. I normally tell people to get the Volkswagen first because the Volkswagen is just a little bit easier to get parts for, but the Boss is definitely better. And she says, you know, I crashed in the Boss to win. The car was winning. At least I myself know I beat Shax. Beating Shax is good, even though his car sucks. It's nice to have it, but yeah. I would say most of the Bugattis in this game are not that good. Did I participate in the collections tournament? Honestly, I normally do, but I don't think I got around to it this time. I've been kind of pressed for time the last couple of days, and I've been working on that legend stuff, so I don't think I got around to doing tournaments yet. I hope I didn't miss it. I was actually planning on working on that today if it's still up. I can't remember how many days that event lasts for, but like today and tomorrow, I should have a little bit of extra free time. Like Tuesday through Saturday, I'm usually crazy busy. But yeah, I've been spending all my time on that dumb Legends thing, and it's been driving me bonkers. Ah, crap. Wait. Oh, yeah, tournaments. If you missed the first day, you probably... Yeah, I got you. I messed up, actually. I should have done something on that, but... Most of the time, I try to do all the little daily stuff every day, but... Like, something came up yesterday that sucked up almost my whole day. At least several hours out of it, I should say. I don't even think I had time to answer any people's comments on YouTube yesterday. I don't know. Some days, you know, you got junk. Other days, you got some other junk. Other days after that, you got more junk. Every once in a while, there's no junk. What tier 5 Legends car do you recommend? Well, what are you trying to do with it, Simon? Is there any specific thing? I mean, for live racing, right? The new Mustang, the brand new Mustang, the Shelby one that just came out, that thing is going to be really awesome. Or the McLaren F1. Now, there's some other good Legends cars as well, but... I mean, most of the Legends cars I don't particularly like. I know a lot of people like the Jaguar for... the Jaguar is a good live racer, people say. I've never upgraded it or used it. The NSX-R is a great Legends car. A lot of people say they love the Saline. But a lot of those Legends cars are kind of turd tacos, and a lot of them are pretty nice. So when I'm done with my Saline, I'm going to try and set it up for live racing, because I've heard a lot of people say it's got a great live racing setup. I can't remember. I mean, I've never upgraded my Saline until a couple of days ago because I need it for that event that's up. Sebastian says the Saline has a bad rep. And even the new Legends, new Legends Shelby Mustang is good. I'm not referring to anything that was recently a milestone prize car. Like, I don't think we got any good Mustangs recently as a milestone prize car. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. So the brand new Legends Mustang, the Shelby Mustang GT350, is going to earn a huge amount of respect points. Like a huge amount. That's the thing. It's got a tune that looks like it's going to be pretty decent at live, and it's going to earn a lot of points. That thing is going to get a lot of bonuses eventually. Yeah, there is a Civic Type R coming out. That's going to be the next Elite Tuners car. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it looks amazing. It looks really nice. Problem is, you need to put, if you're doing the new Legends Revival, you got to put your Elite tokens into those cars. And you also have to put your Elite tokens into the new Elite Tuners car, and nobody can do that. All right, T-Dog. Everybody should have the Legends Revival by now. The only thing I can think of is if you haven't finished the original Legends events, maybe Revival is not starting for you yet. Here's the thing. I don't know how the game has this set up, right? I finished the original Legends years ago. So as soon as I got the new update, the new Legends Revival started for me. So it should be available for everybody unless there's something you haven't done yet that's making it not unlocked for you yet. Stacks, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, and good swaps. But I've heard a lot of people say if they haven't finished the original set of Legends events, they're not getting the new Legends Revival. But honestly, I mean, I can't really tell you for sure because I did all that stuff years ago. One thing is CSR2 never really explains this stuff. They should say, there should be something somewhere that explains like, hey, you need to do this, this, and this before this happens. But they never do any of that. Joanne posted a fresh video in the Discord. I don't know what it's about, sir, but I hope it's about I couldn't think of anything fun to say. I'm bombing out on the jokes today. I'm bombing out on the jokes. I know everybody's probably going, boo. Boo. I don't blame you if you are. All right, so Simon said he didn't finish Legends. I think he's saying that it's actually available for him. Thing is, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, everybody should have it. Oh, he's putting up a video from this live stream. What about my bad jokes? Oh no, it's probably a video about my bad jokes. Oh no. I like this night track. I don't know why. I think this night track looks cool. William D says, wah, wah, wah. What about unlimited resources? I wish I had unlimited resources. That would be nice. I'm always out of everything except for game cache and keys because I'm stingy with... Oh, crap. I'm stingy with those things. But when it comes to like Elite Tuners tokens and all kinds of other crap, I don't think they want you to have those. Unless you give them a whole bunch of money. Whole bunch of money. Alright, let's go fly this thing. 3, 2, 1, go! I should be able to beat this little green thingy dingy. Alright, I beat the green booger. Alright, Sebastian, on the Elite Tuners races so far, none of those events have ever come back. We're not 100% sure if they're ever going to bring any of those back or not. My guess is probably no. I think they give you a timer on those because they want you to buy things to get the stuff done before the timer. And then if you run out of time, unfortunately, you never finish that event. So I don't think they're going to bring any of those Elite Tuner add-on events back. Like Tuner Pits events and stuff. I don't think they're ever going to come back. There's a very small chance, maybe like 5 years from now, they'll be like, hey, let's rerun some of those events. But I wouldn't expect that to happen anytime soon. Green Viper, I actually have no idea what parts I have installed on this. More than likely though, it's going to be transmission stage 4 or 5. Tires on 3, nitrous on 3, and possibly the body on stage 4 or 5. But I really don't know. I wasn't... William D, what are you talking about, man? That's, yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you're not going to be able to do the Shelby and the Civic at the same time without either having a whole bunch of stuff already saved up or buying things. Oh, that's a Tool song? Sciatic. What's going on, my man? Is this Shelby better than the first version in live racing? There's a lot of different Shelby type of cars in this game, so I'm really not sure what you're referring to there. I mean, the brand new... Alright, the Elite Tuner Shelby that just came out, it's going to be a good live racer. I mean, it's going to be the second fastest car in the game, and it's going to be a... You know, I don't think it's going to be the best live racer ever, but I think it's going to be a good live racer. I mean, if you're looking at like the Shelby Super Snakes, they're not that good. The Shelby Super Snakes are just kind of so-so cars. The original one's nice to have because they seem to use it for a lot of stuff. The second Shelby Super Snake was just kind of maybe slightly better than the original, not much better. But I don't know if it's going to be something they use for a lot of things or not. William D, is that a link to our line room right there? I'm guessing it probably is. Alright, so my crew is recruiting, right? William D just posted a link to our crew recruitment room on the Line app. So if you would like to talk to somebody about joining my crew, if you can make 700,000 respect points or more every single season, get the Line app, join that room, and you'll get to talk to William D about possibly joining our crew. Yeah, I think we're down, what, we need like 3 players. If I remember correctly, we need 3 players. I think that's what it was. Unless we found somebody else, but I'm pretty sure we were down 3 guys. Maybe 2. 2 or 3. So if anybody's interested in joining, there's the link right there. Clicky, 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 clicky. Click that thingy dingy. Alright, I know. I know I'm crazy. Clickety clackety. Dren says, that car is awesome. What, the crazy Daytona thingy? You know, I like cars. I like old school cars like this. I mean, this is a big old massive beast of a car. I wonder what that weighs. That's got to be super heavy. Yeah, it probably weighs like 6,000 pounds. Maybe like 6 million pounds. Is the Daytona Demon better than the first Daytona Charger? I mean, it always depends on what you're doing with this car as to which one's better at what, right? Some cars are good at top speed, some are good at acceleration, some are good at beating the dynos, some are good at crossing the finish line quickly, some are good at live racing. Some are good at like being tuned for different things. I mean, there's so many things that can make one car better than another for one thing, but maybe not another, so. There's a lot of different things to look at what makes a car good. And then it also depends on what you're trying to do with it as to which one's going to be better. Now, when it comes to live racing, this one seems to be excellent. He likes how the nose, William D likes how the nose covers the other car. This car is showing its dominance by having a large nose. It's like, look at the size of my nose. I'm awesome. But I would say this one right here is probably the better live racing car on low upgrades. Alright, Joanne says it's a 2.6 ton car. So that's like 5,000, what, 5,100 pounds? Wow. It's like, that's crazy. If I did the math right, that means the thing is over 5,000 pounds. I wonder what like a 57 Chevy used to weigh. I know back in the day they made cars out of really thick metal. Nowadays they you don't get that. Like the 57 Chevy, the metal was probably like 3 inches thick. Alright, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. But. Yeah, I don't know what they make them out of now. Alright, William D says 4,000 pounds for a 57 Chevy. I wonder what the heaviest vehicle ever made was that's not like a, you know, like a military tank or something. The heaviest normal street legal vehicle, what is it? Not a semi-truck either, like a regular car. Alright. I'm running too fast sometimes here. Abba says, hey Danny, can you wish me luck on my science exam? Yeah, man. Good luck on your exam. I hope you do well. Exam time has always got to be stressful. So yeah, definitely good luck on that. Looks like T-Dog's team is looking for some members as well. I don't miss going to school one bit. I never liked it. All right, Joanne's got to go to the kitchen. All right, man. We will catch you later. Have a great day. All right, we'll do a couple more races here, and then we'll go back out to the lobby. By the time I saw his comment, he might already be gone. Sometimes I don't see these comments till later after people post them, so. It's not easy to play and read and talk and yap and babble on about things all at the same time. That's rough, actually. All right. Green Viper says American Iron. All right, so after your exam, you get to play CSR2 again. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. KB, thanks for the swaps, buddy. Is the 2023 BMW M2 Coupe good for Tempest? Yeah, that's not a bad little car. That should do it, actually. If you get enough parts on it, that should do it. I mean, that seems to be one of the better... Oh, another big old car. That seems to be one of the better Tier 3 cars in general. Travis, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, that little BMW is quite nice. I mean, definitely worth upgrading. It should do whatever you need it to do. If I remember correctly, even had like a semi-decent live racing setup. I'm pretty sure I found a live racing setup for that car. I do have a video that goes over the car. If I remember correctly, it did have a low performance point high Evo setup. Pretty sure it did. Either way, though, it's still one of the better tier 3 cars in the game. Most of the time for tier 3 cars, I mean, nobody really races tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 once they get up into this, you know, tier 5 cars, the tier 4 cars. KB says, I'll watch the F1 race now. See y'all. All right, buddy. Catch you later. Thank you for coming out. Hope you enjoy the F1s. William D says 11th fastest, which isn't bad. I mean, 11th fastest is a pretty good place if you think about it. That's much better than 397 millionth fastest. I still can't get over how many cars we now have in this game. It's a crazy amount, honestly. We have a crazy amount of cars in this game. I'd have to count, but I know it's over 1,500. One day, if this game goes for another 10 years, I mean, we're going to have like 3,000, 4,000 cars in the game. That's going to be nuts. That's going to be super nuts. William D says, bronze keys to upgrade. Hey, Bad Daddy-O, what's going on, my man? How you been doing? Hope all is good. Mowgli, what's up? I'm doing pretty good, bud. How about yourself? How come nobody uses the Indy truck? The Indy truck is kind of hard to set up for live racing in a way. I did find a really good live racing tune for it, but the Indy truck is very weird. It's a very weird vehicle, but I like it. Like, I use it for live racing, actually. But if you're in the Supermax lobby, my guess is unless you're swapping, most people won't even bother to race that because they probably know there's no way they're going to beat it. Did I just beat a DBX? I'm surprised. This car is actually way better at live racing than what I remembered. This is a good car. Hey, Black Phantom, what's up, my man? How's your day going? Ooh, Green Viper is in the same car as me. All right. This is going to get interesting. Is it possible to repair the old school truck? I'm not sure what you mean by repairing the old school truck. I mean, as far as I can remember, we don't have any trucks in Legends, do we? Well, what was that? Your car cheated. Maybe that was your nitrous. Or maybe it was a game lag, I don't know. William D says, Green Viper should come join us on our team. Does Green Viper need a team? 3, 2, 1, go. If so, that would be great. Green Viper says, I used to make about 1,500 bronze keys. Now I'm lucky if I get 100. But there's a couple of old trucks in this game. There's actually, I think, 3 or 4 trucks from like the 50s or the 40s or something. So I'm not really sure what you're referring to by old school truck there. I should probably get in a couple of really slow runs because I might have ran a couple faster than I should have. William D says the Tiffany is popular. So the C10 Tiffany looks amazing, but it's not a very good car in this game. It's not great whatsoever. What made me start playing this game? Well, I've always liked car games, and one day I was like, let me go ahead and download this and see what it's like. That's pretty much it right there. It's not a very interesting story, but I've always been into car games. I think I was bored on my lunch break at work one day and I was looking through Google Play for something and I'm like, let's check this out. Jamie says, I'm gutted. I can't complete the hypercar event. Well, these events are made to be expensive. I mean, most people probably can't do it without spending quite a few dollars, honestly. I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. The more I look at it, the more I realize, even though I have most of the cars, the majority of them are only upgraded for a live racing setup, and they're not maxed out or anything, so I'm probably not going to do it either. I got to get a video out. I don't even know if that... I got to get a video out for that car. Probably today I'm going to work on making a video for that car and one for the Legends Lamborghini. And I also got to get one for the prize car we just got as well. Alright, so Anthony, I'm not really sure how they're going to offer certain things. I mean, bottom line is sometimes they put stuff in the gold crate. Sometimes it'll cost you 20 bucks to buy the car. Which one they're going to do with that car, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, the C10 Tiffany, I mean, it's that's a real vehicle. Like some sort of custom shop built that C10 Tiffany, and it's a model after the actual vehicle that custom shop owns. But yeah, that's not a car you can restore or repair or anything. It's designed to look like an old rust bucket, basically. Alright, so Sebastian, alright, so the way your Solus is performing is not all cars with a low performance point high EVO are like that. For example, I might set up a car that has a dyno of 12.0 and it might run at 12.0. So there are some low performance point high EVO cars get crazy dyno beating capabilities. Some run at the dyno. So it just really depends on the car. Most of them seem to run right around the dyno. Then there's a small handful that destroy the dyno. So that's not necessarily normal. Now, if you're one of those people who really knows how to tune something like crazy, like Melon will spend like hours trying to set up a car for live racing, so he can sometimes find crazy tunes that just make a car dominate, but generally what I try to find is something that's good. You know, it's a good fair tune where other people can race against it and have a chance. And the lowest amount of parts possible. That's normally what I'm looking for on those. Occasionally I get one that I set up like normal and it just romps on everything, but I normally don't drive the cars that romp on everything as much. I like to run something that gives people a fair chance, honestly. William D says, hours? No, he never stops tweaking cars that he likes. Green Viper said, my bronze keys dropped because of the GT Thrifty restore and upgrades. I've got it at stage 5, but I can't get keys to buy fusions. You know, I haven't noticed a drop in the amount of bronze keys I'm getting, but I haven't really been paying attention either. But normally it takes quite a while to save those bronze keys up for me. I mean, it takes me months to get enough bronze keys, like usually about every 4 months. I can probably get like 20 or 30,000 bronze keys. But I am at the point where if I don't open some crates with keys, I'm probably not going to get any further in that event. Oh no. That event's not designed to do you any favors. Oh man, look at that purple thingy. The purple thingy dingy right there. I wish that car had a good live racing setup because it's a really cool looking car. It looks kind of crazy in all purple there. 3, 2, 1, go. It looks really crazy in all purple, to tell you the truth. It looks really crazy in purple. Mark Bass in the house. What's up, Mark Bass? How you doing today? I'm still trying to figure out what that little symbol on the front of that is, because that does not look like a Ford or a Mustang symbol at all. I didn't pay attention. Who won the last race? I don't know. Green Viper says, I romp on everyone. I have a car that runs 1,500 Evo and romps on everyone. The Grimace Edition Mustang. William D says, the Solus is the exception to the rule. It's a really good car. Yeah, the Solus is pretty amazing. I like the Solus a lot, actually. One of the faster cars in the game, and it's awesome. Max says, it's my second season without spending keys. It kind of sucks when you decide, hey, I got to stop spending my keys, but in the long run, it's definitely worth it. In the long run, it is totally worth it. Once you got a bunch of them, it's really nice, but Saving sucks. I always hated saving for stuff, but sometimes you gotta do it. You know, the first, I don't know, 6 months or something I played this game, I spent all of my keys. You know, as a brand new player, when you first start, you probably are going to be spending a lot of keys to get stuff, and that's fine. But at some point, you know, you just gotta bite the bullet and start saving if you want to get them Prestige Cup cars. Now, if I had it to do over, let's just say I had to start the game over from scratch. Odom, thanks, buddy. I would say the first month or two, I would probably spend my keys for the first 2 months just to get a collection of stuff. After that, I would start saving big time. I would start saving sooner than I did. Hey, Todd. How are you doing today? Awesome to see ya. All right. Jamie says, would you drive the Plymouth Superbird with the massive spoiler? Heck yeah, I would. These Superbirds are crazy. I would be more than happy to drive that thing around with a massive spoiler. They're really unique cars. I mean, there's really nothing out there like them. I'd be all about it. Give me a Superbird, I'd be a happy man. I'd be like, yeah. I'd drive that thing. Superbirds are pretty sweet. That's what Joe Dirt had, right? The Superbird. Do you guys remember Joe Dirt? I don't know why, but I love that movie. I don't really like the guy who plays Joe Dirt, but I didn't even realize that was him. Like, I don't know why, I just don't like that actor. But I didn't even realize it was the same actor for years. I watched Joe Dirt several times, and one day I'm like, wait a second, that's who played that? He did a great job on that movie. Most of his roles I just don't care for, but on that movie he did awesome. What's up, JT? How you doing today? Yep, still a lot of people playing this game. Ryan M says, why don't you make a series starting from a new account? It would take months and months and months and months and hours of playing every day to build up a new account, which I don't have, so. Okay, so when I first started this game, I was probably playing at least a good 3 to 6 hours a day, depending on what day it was. And it took me almost a year to get enough cars leveled up and this and that to beat the Tempest races, so. It would be a very time-consuming, long process, so unfortunately, I don't have time for that. Like, I got 2 gaming channels and a review channel, so between that and everything else, I put in well over 100 hours per week. I get very little time to myself, so, I mean, I usually have about 2 hours a night, maybe 3 hours. Pretty much every day, and that's all I get to myself. And I usually spend that time grinding some video games for resources, so I guess, really, that's not even my own free time most of the time, because I gotta grind for resources on this game and War Robots, and that's usually what I'm doing with my little bit of free time. But I'll tell you what, just running one gaming channel, a lot of people would be surprised, but how long it takes to just make a video and edit it and everything else. William D says, you need to check out Max and Nitro's channel about the game. But yeah, I think I've been playing this game for about a year. I mean, I do cover most of the things on this game. I can't remember if I had finished the Legends events before or after I started this channel, but so Todd, I got an autoimmune disease. My muscles and nerves are really messed up, so I can't even sit in a chair very long, or it's kind of rough. Like when I live stream, I'm laying down because, I mean, I don't go to friends' houses. I don't go anywhere if I don't have to because it's torture. If I drive 15 minutes, I get out of the car, I'm waddling like a penguin for the next 20 minutes because it locks up all my muscles and stuff. So my goal is for that not to happen. But luckily, you know, luckily I have the YouTube channels and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's fun, so it's super fun, so I don't really mind it being a lot of work. Green Viper says I'm new with this game. Yar? I actually went on a diet, which is supposed to be good for autoimmune disorders. And I cut out drinking coffee for several weeks now, along with that. The other day I had some coffee and my God, everything flared up. So I think coffee might be something that triggers my autoimmune disease because yesterday was just miserable. So I guess I'm just gonna not have coffee anymore. And thing is, I love coffee. Hey, Max the Gamer, what's up, my man? We got Max the Gamer in the house. Todd says, dang, sorry to hear that. You certainly help a lot of people. Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of is what it is. I mean, nothing I can do about it, and I just do what I can, you know? But usually in the morning, I can sit in my chair for a few hours, and then after that, I can't really sit down the rest of the day. A few hours in the chair irritates everything enough that it's like flared up for the rest of the day, basically. Hey, Bucky, what's going on, man? How are you doing today? I am hungry today. But yeah, I've actually went on a 0 carb, 0 sugar diet. Max is driving home from a doggy play date. Stax, that's a cool car, man. That's one of those cars that I wanted, but I wasn't able to get. Am I hungry every Sunday? Yes. I'm hungry every day. Normally the time I start the stream is breakfast for me, but on Sundays I gotta stream instead most of the time, so I wait till after to eat. Bucky says, fine. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're doing good, my man. I could probably eat something really quick before the stream, but I'm not smart enough to do that. Bucky says, I love that Mustang also, and I missed it on both accounts. Yeah, there's a lot of cars I would have liked to have gotten that I haven't, but it is what it is. Jamie says, my M5S is my second favorite car. First is the F40. I'm going to tell you what, the Ferrari F40s and the F50s, those are some really cool looking cars in real life. I don't think they make Ferraris like they used to. Like the older Ferraris, in my opinion, look way nicer than most of the newer Ferraris. New Ferraris are cool and all, but the old ones, that's where it was at. I mean, I would love to have an F40 in real life. I mean, I can't imagine what the insurance would cost, but probably way above my pay grade. It would probably be a huge fortune. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. It would probably get like 2 miles to the gallon as well. So gas and insurance and repairs. Oh my. Oh my. William D says the air in the tire of an F40 is above my pay grade. Yeah, Stacks, thanks, buddy. Good swaps, good swaps. Bucky says, I do have all the Ring Brothers cars and love them. Let's race the Pegasus, the Hoona Pegasus. That's such a weird name. They came out like, I don't know how he came up with all the weird names for his cars. They're kind of cheesy and cool at the same time. Alright, can I win? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I got it. I got it. Green Viper says, only Ferrari is the 250 dyno. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. The 250 dyno? I don't know that car. All right. Evan R. I don't think I ever upgraded my DBX 707 for live racing yet. I probably should. I mean, that's a killer live racing car. I don't really like SUVs, though. SUVs are not my friends. Some people like them, but not my thing. I've always disliked the way they looked ever since the very first SUV came out. I was like, no, I don't like that. What's up, guy? How you doing today? Max says, new cars are all designed in a wind tunnel. Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of cars nowadays look kind of similar. But all the aerodynamics and I don't know. Like I've seen like a Mercedes, and I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't look like a Mercedes. It looks more like a Ford or something. Ferrari started as a farm tractor. I've actually heard that. Never knew whether or not that was true or not, but I've definitely heard that Ferrari started off making tractors. I would never own a Ferrari though, because if you own a Ferrari, I don't know what happens if you buy a used one, but if I know if you buy a new one, they make you sign all these contracts and they got all these rules and regulations and all this junk. Like, you can't paint your car, I don't think, without their approval. You can't do this, you can't do that. It's like you can't do anything to it or they're going to come try to take your car from you and sue you or something. Ferrari is crazy. Ah, the Ferris Bueller is... Yeah, that was a cool car, actually. Pretty much everybody's gone in my lobby. Yeah, that little Ferris Bueller car was nice. Max says you're thinking about a Lamborghini. As far as what? The contracts? Like, I know there was a guy on YouTube. This is how I found out about the Ferrari thing. There was a guy on YouTube that painted his Ferrari pink, and Ferrari came and took it, and they sued him as well. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. If you buy a car, you can do whatever you want with it. I can't remember the name of the YouTuber, but I saw that video several years ago, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But it was definitely a Ferrari. I mean, they came after him because he painted it pink. I've seen a lot of people mod Lamborghinis. William D says, Camaro only good if down-tuned. Yeah, the Uncle Sam, that's an interesting car. I kind of remember liking it and not liking it at the same time. I don't really remember why, but seems alright. Mario says, Rosso red only. Yeah, there's definitely some cars that probably should be red. I'll tell you that. Like, I think a Ferrari should be a red car no matter what. Like, if your Ferrari's any other color than red, they seem to be designed for the color red. I've seen a couple cool ones in yellow, but I don't know, red just looks right on a Ferrari. What's up, Bram? How's it going today? Black Phantom, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. He's probably been my longest channel member, and he just donated something, so I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. He's been a channel member for like 20 years. That's what it feels like. William D says, I don't race 911s or Camaros. Alright, Bram says the official Ferrari color when it all started was baby blue. Really? Huh. Interesting. Got the yawns. All right. Green Viper says there was a guy putting Ferrari badges on his new Corvette and they tried to take his car. Who did, Chevy or Ferrari? I mean, if you buy a car, it's yours. You can do whatever the heck you want to it at that point. If not, then you don't actually own it. You know what I mean? If you buy something and they tell you what you can and cannot do with it after you've purchased it, then it's not actually yours. Therefore, it's probably not worth purchasing if it's like that. All right, Bram says Ferrari blue. I'll have to look that up. Just like living in one of those places with a terrible homeowners association that, no thank you. I mean, sure, it's kind of nice to have like, all the maintenance and crap, but I've known people that went into one of those homeowners association things, and just because they didn't like the people who ran that would just crap on those people every chance they could get and try and do stuff to kick them out and take their property. I mean, those homeowners associations are awful. I would never live in one of those. Wait, Jamie says you buy a LaFerrari and they keep it at Ferrari? What do you mean? Please elaborate on that, because you're telling me if you buy one, you don't get to keep it. You don't get to have it. If that's the case, why would anybody buy one? Bucky says The Exorcist downtunes a lot. Where is everybody? Everybody's gone. The lobby died. You can't drive it on the road. Tracks only. Bram says a LaFerrari takes a lot of maintenance, which is why. Personally, I would never buy a supercar in real life in general. They're nice, they're cool, but I don't know. I like the tuner cars. Like, if I could have any car in the world, it would probably be like a, I don't know, a Supra or something. 1989 Honda Civic hatchback, all decked out. Now I would enjoy driving a Porsche 911 around, actually, but all right, what's the best tier 1 car? All right, so in my opinion, the best tier 1 car to start off with is the Volkswagen Golf, because it's easier to get maxed out than a lot of the other tier 1 cars, and it's able to beat all the bosses and everything else. It's pretty good at live racing. It's a really nice little tier 1 car. So I would buy that first, and then I would get the as my second tier 1 car, I would get the Bosch 302 Mustang, which is a better car, but you do have to put elite tokens and everything else into that. So it takes a lot longer to get that car maxed out and working at top notch. Working at its full potential, I should say. So I would say grab the Volkswagen first and then the Boss second. That's how I would do it. I mean, eventually you're going to outgrow those cars, right? Eventually you're going to outgrow those tier 1 cars. All right, my entire lobby is dead. DVS, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Bucky likes the Civic VTEC tier 1. Yeah, that's a really cool car, actually. I do like the little Civic VTEC. I mean, most of us barely ever drive tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 cars anymore. I mean, there's some great lower tier cars for new players, but, you know, once you get to tier 4 and tier 5, there's really no reason to ever mess with the lower tier cars again. Unless you're doing some sort of event or something that requires a lower tier car, but... Black Phantom says, I'd kill for a GTR R35. Man, I would be very happy with a GTR in real life. GTRs are pretty awesome. I've always loved the rear tail lights on a GTR. Not like there's front tail lights or anything. I don't know why I had to say rear, but I like GTRs. They are super cool cars. I would drive one of those around. Ah, Bram just started over again. Starting over again would be fun in a lot of ways. I don't think I would really want to do it, but... Alright, look at that car. I don't think I've ever seen that car in that spec before. I kind of like it and kind of don't like it at the same time. That's a weird looking exorcist right there. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Aha, I think we got him. I think we're gonna get him. I even slowed down a whole bunch. Right-hand drive. You know, that would be so weird. I mean, some countries, everybody drives on the right, but I can't even imagine getting in a car that had a right-hand drive. Now, a friend of mine actually got a GTR that was right-hand drive, and he was never able to get it titled. I don't remember if it was like the R34 or the 35. I always get him confused. I think he had the more like rounded looking one. It wasn't the boxy looking GTR. But he bought it off of some guy, and he wasn't able to ever get it titled because I think when he would take it down to the place, they said it doesn't meet like U.S. safety and emission standards and this and that. So eventually he sold it. But that thing sat in his garage for years. And I mean, he kept trying and trying and trying to get that thing titled so he could get it street legal and drive it. He also had a Sierra RS 500 as well, and it was the same thing. He was never able to title either one, which sucked. Diffie, what do you mean by help you with dual account racing? Are you trying to get 2 accounts into a lobby where they can race each other? If that's the case, you want to get 2 cars that are identical and set them up exactly the same. That's probably the easiest way. Ah, disconnections. Bram says, I think these Americans think the only tuner cars on Earth are JDM. I don't know. I don't agree with that, man. There's a lot of cool tuners. I don't know. There used to be a lot of cool tuners all over the place. At least around here, I don't know about other states, but at least here in Ohio, the tuner thing kind of died a long time ago. So you never see anybody driving tuners anymore. But they were everywhere for quite a few years. I mean, everybody wanted a tuner. But I remember the first time I ever drove in a Toyota Supra. I thought, you know, me and my buddy went down to, what was it, Ohio University? Like wherever that, Athens, Ohio. Me and my friend went down to Athens, Ohio. He wanted to go visit some of his buddies, so we drove down there, stayed for a couple weeks at his uncle's house, and we went to visit this guy, and he was like, okay, yeah, let's run somewhere. I don't remember. We were going to the store or something. I can't remember where we went, but I thought it was a Toyota Celica. This was back before I even really knew what a Supra was. So I was like, okay, cool. So we get this black Celica. I'm like, oh yeah, sweet. And then we go to get on the highway ramp, and he stepped on the gas. That thing took off. I'm like, what the crap? And I'm like, what kind of car? I'm like, what you did to your car, man? He's like, oh, nothing. It's a stock Toyota Supra. And I'm like, Supra? I thought this was a Celica. That must have been back in like, oh man. That must have been back in the late 90s, I bet. But it looked just like a Celica to me. If you didn't know any better, you know what I mean? But that was back before like tuners were popular. But yeah, it was definitely a sleeper. I mean, he didn't have, you know, it was just a stock. It was stock with the stock rims, and oh, that thing was awesome. Alright, so Diffie, if you're getting nothing but bots, I'm not really sure why you're getting bots. I would make sure there weren't updates available. Maybe you need updates because if you don't have the latest update on the game, that can cause some weird issues. There's another thing where maybe for some reason maybe the way you have those cars tuned, the game is thrown off by the current tune you have on the car or something. But generally, let's just say you have two cars. You tune the first one to run at 12.0 and you get the car running at 12.0. That car is going to go into the 12.0 lobby. That means you want to take the second car, tune it for a 12.0 and try and make it run at 12.0 as well. And then both those cars should be in the same lobby. Melon, thanks buddy. Now, one thing I will say though is the game has been a little bit weird lately. They keep tweaking the live racing lobbies, and the game has definitely been a little strange. So sometimes live racing lobbies are all messed up. Sometimes they're pretty normal, but my guess is the game might not know what to do with your cars yet for some weird reason. Or maybe you need some updates on the accounts. I mean, I can really only guess and speculate as to why that might be happening, but generally, if you got two cars set up to run at the exact same time, it's a lot easier to find each other. William D says, the biggest sleeper is the Maxima. Yeah, my buddy had a Maxima. I think it was I don't remember if it was a 6-cylinder or an 8-cylinder. I think it was a 6-cylinder. I don't even know if they make 8 cylinders, but I borrowed it one day, and I wasn't really thinking much of it. Okay, cool, Nissan Maxima, you know. I remember the first time I drove it, I gave it a little gas, and I was like, holy crap. That thing took off. That thing was fast. It was all stock, too. I mean, I don't know which year or model it was, but my God, that was a fast car. That was really fun to drive. See, I would say that was definitely kind of a sleeper. I was impressed. I remember, like, I forget what it was. My car was broke or something. And he let me borrow it for like 2 or 3 days because I needed something to drive for work. And I kept saying, "Hey, man, can I borrow your car again?" I had fun driving that. That was a really fun car to drive. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the difference is between like the Maxima and the there was another one. There was a Maxima and there was a. They both had kind of a similar name, in my opinion. I forget. The Maxima and what was the other one they had out around the same time? Max says, I want the Venom F5 Roadster. Yeah, that's a great car if you can get it. I mean, that's a really nice car. Yeah, I've never actually taken 2 of my own accounts and tried to get them in the same live racing lobby, but generally the key is making sure none of the cars have been bumped and get both cars running at the exact same time. Melon says, everybody wants a Venom F5 Roadster. Yeah, the Ultima, that was the other one. I don't know if the Maxima or the Ultima was better. I never drove an Ultima, but the Maxima, that thing was super fun. Green Viper, thanks for the swaps. Alright, Todd says the Maxima had the V6 and it's bigger. Did the Ultima not have a V6? I thought you could get a version with 4 or 6, but I could be wrong. You know what's kind of crazy though? Back when I was, I don't know, it must have been around 2000. Somebody I worked with at a restaurant had a RX-7. And I never asked them if I could drive it. What was wrong with me? My guess is they probably would have let me, but I never even asked. I should have been like, "Hey, can I drive your car one day? I just want to drive it." But never asked because I was stupid. All right, my lobby is definitely dead again. All right, Jamie wants a P1. You know what? Those P1s are beautiful, but ooh, William D had a 1986 RX-7. Nice. Nice. What got me though is the guy who owned that RX-7 eventually traded it in on the newer, it was like a 2001, 2002 Celica GT. I'm like, oh my god, man. He really liked that Celica though. I was like, you traded in an RX-7 for a Celica? I couldn't believe it. I'm not even sure if those Celica GTs were that good. That RX-7 was sweet though. I loved it. Yeah, one day Mike Sue came over and he wasn't driving his RX-7. I'm like, oh, what's that? He's like, yeah, I traded in the RX-7. I'm like, what? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I don't know why he did it. Egyptian Wolf, hello, hello. Ooh, this should be a good race. All right, we got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream. Then I get to have some breakfast. Yummy, yummy. Breakfast in my tummy. After that, I got to run down to... Probably need to run down to the grocery store today. And then I'm going to be working on a couple of shift pattern videos. Today and tomorrow. I do have a video scheduled to come out. Pretty much, I don't know, 20... I don't know, like half hour after the stream ends, I should have a video coming out. About getting stuck on the Legends event. The Legend event is turning out to be a pain in the buttocks. Big old butt pain. Alright, so if anybody is looking for a crew currently that can make over 700,000 respect points every season. Oh wait, William D, just as I'm saying that, he's posting the link right there. So if you click William D's link, that's our crew recruitment chat room where you can talk to somebody about joining our crew. But you do got to be able to make over 700,000 respect points every season. We do win the milestone prize card. It's really just kind of it's overall pretty fun and laid back. We just ask that you hit the points, you know, do the weekly elite cups, donate to the correct wild cards, and hit your 700,000. There's not a lot to it, really. But if you are interested in joining, we got 2 spots open. Click that link, then you can talk to, you know, William D about possibly joining the crew if you seem like a good fit and whatnot. Yeah, nobody's allowed to activate our wild cards except for the admins because we do have a schedule for that. Egyptian said, finally got the Shelby, but spent the money upgrading the 3 out of 4 Legends cars. Yeah, you know, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I got those 3 Legends cars up to stage 4 parts, and that won me the Mustang. But I've found out you're definitely going to have some stage 5 and possibly stage 6 parts to finish the rest of that event. You got to grind your butt off on this game to get enough game cash for everything. This game is a grind. If you want to make a lot of game cash, you got to grind your butt into little teeny pieces. William D says, Stacks is a class act. Definitely. All right. Wait, who got the boot? Oh. Slick says, the other day, people activated 2 wild cards. They got the boot. Yeah, a lot of crews. I mean, a lot of crews will boot you out. I think a lot of players don't understand the wild cards, and they're not supposed to open them. Like, I think anytime somebody comes into your crew, that's one of the first things you need to tell them is do not activate our wild cards, you know? If you do, you're going to get kicked out. Now, back before we would actually, you know, there was a time where we would just let anybody into our crew. I guess I'm going to back out of here. And people would always activate the cards. I mean, you get a bunch of noobs coming in and they would start the cards up. But after we started talking to people, we just explained them to the rules. Just say, hey, you know, we need you to make 700,000 points. Don't activate our wild cards. Only donate to the card that needs filled. Just a couple of little things like that. Are you okay with that? Do you agree to that? And they say yes, you know, then we bring them into the crew, and we stopped having problems with people doing things they weren't supposed to just by having a very simple, quick conversation with people before letting them in. Because generally, if you just let somebody in and you don't talk to them first, they don't know what's going on. They're just there to do their thing, and that's what they do. They just do their thing, and that's about it. Diffie says group doesn't exist. All right, William D, can you make sure that you posted the correct link? I don't have it available right this second to post it. I don't know if he missed a number or something or what. Do you actually have the Line app installed? Stack says, it's a great crew, Bucky. Thanks, William. William D says, truth doesn't care about feelings. Well, you know, it's kind of a shame that a lot of people have feelings. I mean, you should have some feelings, but some people have like really sensitive feelings. Like their feelings get hurt super easily. Okay, so Norix999 says, what is the best way to grind game cash? I'm coming back after a long break. So bottom line is, this is what you want to do. Number one, run through all of the daily races, right? Just get all those little daily races out of the way. Do the crew cups, the crew cups, the supply cups, anything on the map that you can do, run through that. And you want to use a tier 5 car if possible, because tier 5 cars will pay out the biggest amount of game cash. So the higher the tier car, the more cash it's going to earn. So do your daily stuff, get that out of the way. Next, do your live racing and showdowns. And then let's just say you get tired of doing that. Grind regulation races, right? Live racing and showdown, there's no guarantee that you're going to win every race. But if you do the tier 5 pro regulation race, you can do that over and over and over and over and over. It's tedious, it's boring, it's horrible, but you're guaranteed to win every single race. And, well, that's a lot of game cash. Do that with a tier 5 car. After an hour, you can win about a million game cash. That's what I used to do as a new player. William D. All right. Yeah, every once in a while, if somebody gets that message that the line group doesn't exist, and I don't know why. So William D, you probably have it correct. I don't know why, but every once in a while that link doesn't work for certain people. And I've never been able to figure that one out. But guys and girls, our stream time is up for the day. I need to have some breakfast, go to the grocery store, and then get working on the shift pattern videos and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, I think our stream time is up. I just want to say a huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for the extra support. You know, Dave did a donation today. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you to the moderators, and also thank you to everybody who watches the videos, hangs out with me on the live stream. I really do appreciate you guys and girls. Thank you for being here. But I got to get going, so I'll be back next week on next Friday and next Sunday, unless something crazy happens. But see you guys there. At least I hope to. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If you guys, have a great holiday weekend and all that stuff as well. And catch y'all later. Have a wonderful day of lightning out. Catch you next time, and we will see you.